Good afternoon. My name is Nicole LaChapelle, and I'm the mayor of Easthampton, Massachusetts. Yesterday, I spoke to you about COVID-19, a new virus that our community is facing. In the face of the extreme risk of COVID-19 person-to-person transmission, I have declared a state of emergency in the city of Easthampton, effective immediately and until further notice. As a result of this declaration, Easthampton City Hall, Council on Aging, our public schools are now closed to the public beginning March 16th. These actions are a part of a citywide risk mitigation strategy to reduce the heightened regional risk of cross-contamination. We are working closely with the surrounding communities to further reduce the spread of the virus. My office will send out a coronavirus COVID-19 situational awareness report at 3 p.m. for the duration of the state of emergency. The report will be released over Facebook, on easthamptonma.gov, and Easthampton Media. I have now short updates from departments in your city. Over the next few days, these updates will continue and we will add more information. In between the 3 p.m. updates, you will also receive communications from our public schools, regional, state, and national agencies that are guiding us through during this state of emergency. For municipal government continuity, core city operations and services will continue while the building will remain closed to the public. City departments can be contacted over phone and email, but their primary focus is to COVID-19 related issues. The following essential personnel may be called to work or asked to work remotely during the closure. These include clerks, technology, finance, collections, payroll, public safety, school department staff, and department heads. If you're a city employee, you will receive a separate email from our personnel department instructing you on next steps. The city has determined that all rental use of city facilities, public at large use of facilities, evening and community events in our facilities have been canceled effective immediately and until further notice. Council on Aging and Enrichment, known as COA, is suspending all on-site programs and services until further notice. The COA serves residents who are at most risk of contracting the virus. This is a proactive step to protect the patrons of the COA. COA staff are working and available during regular business hours to provide alternative arrangements for seniors who need access to important services. For questions or assistance, please call them directly at 413-527-6151. We encourage everyone to practice good community health and prevention practices. When a new illness is circulating, it is natural for people to ask what they can do to protect themselves and their families. For our community health actions to be effective, we all need, as community members, to do our part by staying at home as much as possible, as well as avoid large social gatherings, cover cough sneezes with tissues, or cough or sneeze into your inner elbow. Practice good hand washing with soap and water as often as possible. And use alcohol-based hand sanitizers only if soap and water are not available. I promise to keep you informed as we walk through these uncharted times together. Please tune in to Easthampton Media, channels 191, 192, and 193 for additional information. Check our website, easthamptonma.gov, our Facebook page, as well as the state website, mass.gov/coronavirus. Thank you, and thank you in advance for keeping our community safe.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Allison LeClaire, School Superintendent. In a recent phone conversation this morning with the Commissioner of Education in the Department of Health, we had some new information about the COVID-19 virus that helped us to decide to cancel school for the next 2 weeks. According to Dr. Monica Burrell from the Commissioner of the Department of Health, we are at a critical point in the outbreak in Massachusetts of COVID-19. In order to allow for adequate social distancing and to help protect vulnerable populations, we've made the decision to close all Easthampton public schools for a minimum of 2 weeks, beginning Monday, March 16th, 2020. This means schools will be closed with a tentative return date of Monday, March 30th, 2020. That date will be reassessed throughout the 2-week closure period based on the evolving COVID-19 situation across the state. We know that there are a tremendous number of questions that will arise from this decision. We will follow up in the coming days with a frequently asked questions document related to the upcoming closure. Regarding out-of-district special education students, if your out-of-the-district school is open, school will be in session for you as scheduled if you choose to attend. Transportation will be your responsibility. Please note that for notices from your specific school, if you want to get updated information. Please know that we are providing guidance for residents, families, students, and staff to help in practicing social isolation, monitoring symptoms, and avoiding typical student events and large gatherings during this possible 2-week period. The intent is to isolate and therein calm the spread of the virus. If you do not assist us in this manner, we will be staying out of school for no effective result. This is a citywide public health strategy to reduce community illness. Please take our requests seriously. Food support for students. We have worked with the food services to develop breakfast and lunch brown bag options. We have prioritized the Maple Elementary School due to its status as a community eligibility program. They will be able to pick up breakfast and lunch between 8:30 a.m. and 10 a.m. at Easthampton High School beginning on Monday. Maple families have been notified. On Monday, we will finalize a plan for the remaining school and communicate that plan to families. In the interest of ensuring equity of access, we are not allowed to provide any digital or remote learning activities to replace in-person teaching during this closure, per the Mass Commissioner of Education. Regarding previously scheduled activities, while we know it's difficult and disappointing that activities are not occurring, we hope you bear with us while we prioritize community health. We're working to reschedule things whenever possible in the coming weeks. We understand that there will be questions about AP classes, college application deadlines, prom, and other special events, but we cannot yet answer this at this time. The MIAA, the Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association, has moved spring sports start to the earliest of March 30th, 2020. School employee information. It is expected that all staff will check work email during this closure to remain informed. More information will be distributed directly to staff. During this closure, schools will be cleaned and disinfected using deeper disinfection equipment. Custodial staff will be asked to report to the schools to handle these activities. Thank you.